Check 1 2, check 1 2. Bada bing, bada bong. Des at KOTP TV signing in, live and large. We're back to the Suicidal Tendencies second record today. We're listening to Join the Army, okay? I don't think I heard any tunes off of this record, but who knows? You know, there might be a riff or two where I think, you know what, I've heard this one, but up until now, I don't think I've heard anything. So from first glance, the song length's a bit longer than what we had in the self-titled record, which is something quite surprising. I didn't expect the jump to these song lengths so fast. But this is a fair few years on after the self-titled record, so we'll see how they've matured from that. If you're interested in listening to these full album reviews, alright, all at content straight away from the moment I upload it, as opposed to waiting, just click down in the link in my description, alright? Subscribe to the Patreon. I'm going to get straight into it. This one's entitled Suicidal Maniac. Let's go, people. Come on. Oh, so that first riff, right, the very first riff of the record, I don't know what you think of that, but I've heard that riff rehashed about 20,000 times. It tends to be a local band's first style of riff that I've heard that as an intro riff to like really basic local bands. I know Suicidal Tendencies have got some right moments and some great technical capabilities behind them, but that riff wasn't doing it for me. Anyway, we're into the hardcore now, we're into the crossover, let's go. Oh, and do you know who this reminds me of? I think they definitely came after Suicidal Tendencies, so more than like they tried to do a Suicidal Tendencies thing. But if you like this band and this sound, you should check out a band called Maximum Penalty. New York hardcore band. I think they're in New York, right? Crossover thrash. I like this riff a lot, this high frequency, just punk rock riff, because it really allows the production value to shine and the tightness of the band, because it's a basic riff. And so many bands have played this riff before, but the guitar tone sounds brilliant. The clarity of the drum kit, the vocal production is nice and clear and frontal. And the bass is nice and crisp. It really showcases two things. That's the production, which is, you know what I mean, it's not high-tech Metallica production, but it's good production for this sound in particular. And it showcases how tight the band are. I mean, given that Mike has to really pepper these vocals and really attacks it with such a concentrated consistency and staccato in nature. They've really done a good job getting them vocals recorded at the studio with clarity. It sounds really good, doesn't it? Everything's on time. Um, every word really pops. Don't get me wrong, I'm not really following the words too much. I'm not going out of my way to listen to these fast bits. But you know what I mean? You're not hearing fading in and out and stuff, which does happen in the studio. Don't get me wrong, Mike is pretty good. I've seen him perform and he's jumping all over whilst doing this sort of stuff. So he's definitely got a good cardio for this sort of stuff. But generally speaking, it's a tough job to do. Like, even when you stood still, just doing it for the record. Hey, you'll never guess what I downloaded onto my phone, people. I got tipped off by someone from work. I've been playing Raid Shadow. I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends, mush. I've been playing Raid. It's fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie. I like that riff. I like the high frequency punk riffs. They really tickle my pickle. I prefer them to the lower frequency, heavier style. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. You know what? I think that was just a pleasurable experience. I just enjoyed listening to it. It was a nice soundscape. I think the production was really good. I think the sound engineer has done a really good job on Suicidal Tendencies sound on this. That it was just an enjoyable listen. You know what? I'm gonna package all of my thoughts on that tune and the sound into just it was a pleasurable experience, and that's like the highest compliment one can give for music, right? I enjoyed listening to it. So we got Join the Army, the title track, coming up next. Let's keep it moving, alright?